Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade
Shade
and the
in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl Treese.
It's Nels.
And today, y'all, we are here to do the recap of the finale, okay, of Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm sorry.
About
Uh,
damn time.
right. Season 9, episode 17. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I thought we was going into the reunion for real, for real. I forgot we had a whole nother episode before it. But anyway, it's called All Bark, No Bite. Okay. So if you haven't already, Shade Squad and all of our new viewers, please make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us.
And the subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it and get into the finale of Potomac Girls and let's get shady. So we are kicking off this episode. We see Karen trying to get her outfit together for Stacey's event. So she calls in Ray for help. And she says that, she's been thinking about adopting 2 dogs herself prior to Stacey's event, of course, because she says she wants, but she is going to go to Stacey's event because she wants to support her doing a good thing. Now, I was trying to understand what Karen was saying about these dogs, but I guess they're inhumanely bred or something like that.
I guess, yeah, Karen has her own thing that she said she
No,
was
no,
going
no, and that's what I'm saying. But I was trying to understand Karen's story behind wanting these 2 dogs in particular.
Yeah, Grand and Dom, she said that they basically she's supporting a charity where they breed dogs that shouldn't be bred.
Mm, got it. Okay.
And honestly, that could mean a number of things. That could just mean that they're from the same bloodline. That could mean
Right.
that could mean a number of things. I don't think when she explained it at the end though, it didn't sound like that though. She made it sound like they were mutated or something.
I don't know. That's why I was confused. And no, I think it was Giselle when she said she was buying them from Japan that threw me. I said, why are we going to Japan to buy these dogs? Whatever. So anyway, basically, Ray asked her if she plans to walk in the show. Karen says absolutely not. Especially after how Stacey had an issue remaining neutral when it came to the argument between me and Mia. And so Wendy calls Karen to let her know that she was invited to the White House to film the Dr. Wendy show. Okay. And so she, of course, invites Karen to come along with her. And of course, Karen is just ecstatic and shouting from the mountaintops. And yeah, it always be them. It always be the ones.
So
Remember.
Stacey is out with her friend AJ. He came to support her charity. She said she's known him since she was a young little model out in Chicago. And, he said, "Boo, you giving real prim and proper. I need you to get down with the get down, okay? Is you only hanging out with women out here?
Okay, what are you doing? You newly
What's going
single.
on?
Right.
Except for your best friend, TJ. Apparently AJ is really not feeling him. Okay. He
I
said,
like AJ.
huh?
AJ makes sense. I like AJ.
Absolutely. He said, girl, you need to get out and have some fun. Okay. And Stacey is trying to convince this man as well as herself that TJ is fun and that they get along great. And just said, well, is he wealthy? She
Oh,
said, he an actor. He said, this is definitely a new Stacey. Okay,
okay.
because Stacey, I know, is about them ends. Then he talks about how, she need to jump on some new stuff, and she been locked down for too long. She said she hasn't jumped on anything, and she's
Okay.
good. She doesn't need to. Okay, and he is convinced baby girl is brainwashed. Then TJ calls, and
How convenient.
she tries to introduce him to AJ, and he's like, I don't know who AJ is. And I felt like that was rude. So I didn't see
Mhm.
nothing wrong when AJ almost messed up the man's name and called him JT. Okay. But then
You know what I felt that was about? I
what?
felt that was more about him feeling like, oh, so who else does she got you talking to that you called me the wrong name? But I agree with what you're saying. The way TJ came up talking about something, I don't know who you are, or something like that.
My
But
thing is, I don't know who you are either. And that's why I got your name almost messed up.
facts.
So what is the problem? I don't know you. Why are you mad because I almost called you JT?
Because he might think that that means
Because you believe it's giving
Stacey
city
might have been
girls?
talking to a JT.
Because he's giving city girls.
You stupid.
Then he starts harping on it, okay, and how you almost got my name mixed up and da 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 da.
That's what I was saying. I'm telling
AJ
you.
said, okay, this man is team too much. Okay, he's animated just like me. We got a lot in common.
We
Um,
have something in common.
they sure do. AJ said that TJ would not be his first choice for baby girl. And I mean, the man is a cornball. And I'm glad somebody said it. So I didn't have to.
Well, I mean, we kind of all knew that. So Ashley has the family coming over to celebrate. I believe it was her aunt Monica. Forgive
Mm-hmm.
me if I okay, that wasn't her. So, her mama show up and she talks about how she's been trying to eat healthier since she was last there with Ashley's nutritionist. I said, okay, mama. So Ashley makes an announcement that she hopes to be done with her divorce by next week. Now, I don't know if this is true or not,
What?
because I feel like she's still not divorced.
Well, she hopes.
Okay. Hope. The hope was the key word. So and I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I don't think that they.
I know on the update at the end of the show, she was not divorced.
Oh, that's very true. And that reunion would have been filmed what last month? So yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So anyway, so Ashley said she didn't have to go the public complaint route, but she did have to step up a little bit
No, I
more.
thought she said she did. She said she
No, I
didn't.
thought she said she didn't.
I thought that's why she said she had to step up.
Oh, well, maybe that's why she said, because she said Michael responded accordingly. And then she said that she's looking forward to, oh, so maybe she did. Maybe I read it wrong. Don't get me lying. So I be listening to Ashley, but I don't really listen to Ashley, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So she says she's looking forward to investing in herself and moving forward. So they talk about her drag king show, and she brings up Josh and how he's met the family and they think he's a nice guy. But Aunt Monica reminds her that she would like to see Ashley take some time to really get to know herself and not jump into anything. And I was kind of in agreement with Auntie. She said if it's meant to be, he'll be there. And then she gets called from Josh conveniently. I said, "Ooh, is production just backstage texting?"
Absolutely.
So her mom really does like Josh, but Uncle Lump basically reminds her of the same thing, that and her mother, like, it's cool, but it doesn't matter what you think, it's what Ashley thinks. And at the end of the day, Ashley needs to be by her damn self for a little while she's surviving and
He's
thriving.
healing and thriving.
Healing and thriving. I'm sorry.
Look, when her family told her basically to shut the hell up, I said, "Oh, it just
You know what's so funny? I feel okay. So was it just me? I felt like when she started off, it wasn't that bad. It's when she goes to hit, that's not her note. It's when she goes into that second part that she tries to do.
She got to
And
get some help from. She got to get some help from her bestie, Candace.
oh, yeah. I mean, at this point, or no, she needs to sit down and have somebody write a song with her that knows her tone. Because she really didn't, like, I was like, oh, actually don't sound terrible when she started off. And I don't think the family did either. It's when she started hitting notes that wasn't her note. Okay. So I'm gonna give Ashley a little bit of grace. Maybe some good vocal coaching and some work, and we might.
Well, at least you did, because her family sure didn't.
You see.
So Giselle and her girls found a Christmas tree, and they are having a time in the backyard trying to plant this thing. Um, Literally, they can't break ground. And I think they was on to something when they said they need to use some water. She said her daddy is up in heaven laughing down on them. Giselle said she's gonna have to get a gardener to do this, okay? Because it ain't working, okay? But she did have a plaque that said, "Pops, Merry Christmas, we miss you." She started to get emotional, thinking of how they
It's
should
sad.
be,
This was
yeah, about how it would be, and how proud he would be right now if he was still here. Wendy is at the White House, and she said that she wanted to do the interview with someone at the White House. She manifested it, and it happened. Look at your girl now, okay? Karen got there, and Wendy said, she's always been a friend to her, so she wanted to return the favor to Karen. And watching Wendy do the interview, she did an amazing job.
No, she did very well. She did very, very well. All right. So then we see that it is the day of Stacey's Strut for Strays event. She thought it was a good idea to invite TJ to host this event along with her, so she could introduce him to her, I guess, real friends, because we know these ladies aren't her real friends, right? But her real friends and colleagues. So she mentions their goal is, to get the dogs adopted, but also raise money for HSA. And so they have naked men, or men's with the shirt off walking around and stuff. I didn't, whatever.
She said she can't see TJ, so I'm gonna pay somebody else to do it.
Hey, if that's how she got to get her, I ain't mad at it. So it looks as if Vivian is the first to arrive, of course, because obviously she probably had the dresses. Stacey goes looking for TJ and asks him what she thinks of her hair. Okay. And he tells her, if you like it, if you like it. And I said, that means he doesn't like it. Okay. Then she introduces AJ to TJ. TJ tells them they need to be on the same team. And AJ says he's on Team Stacey. Okay. And he said, well, so am I. So TJ tells AJ that he shouldn't let anybody come for her or him, and he'll do the same. And I said, TJ, just shut up. AJ is not worried about you. And please believe, as soon as you were gone, I'm sure AJ was relieved. Okay. So TJ asked Stacey to have a word. He brings up that he didn't know what was going on. Her hair was different. And it's just too much going on.
She asked him why he was so amped up. And I felt like he was too.
Yeah. He tells her, but then he says, but I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And, and then I definitely clocked this. He said, and I hope this is a great opportunity for the both of us.
You know what? So funny. So you know how he's an actor and we talk about how we don't ever see him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw something on TikTok the other day and they showed TJ.
Oh, acting. Really?
It was an old ass episode of Sister Sister.
Oh, yeah. They did say he was on
You seen it?
No, I didn't see that, but I heard about it. Yes.
I guess he's recognizable. You can tell it's the same person, but
he was a lot younger, obviously.
And he looked a lot different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so then basically Vivian questions where the ladies are and asks if Karen was there and if, her and Stacey are beefing.
She said, why y'all? I said, get into it. Vivian said, I'm trying to be here another season. I want some of the tea. I want to get into the drama.
Been around for it. Wow. I don't think she.
Yeah, but she's not one of the girls.
No, but what I'm saying is she's been around for so long that I think if she wanted to be, she would have been, is what I'm saying. I think
you think she just doesn't want to?
I don't think she wants it in that capacity because she's, as they said, a lot of them knew her. She's been dressing, you know what I'm saying? Like she's been around. But anyway, so then AJ says, well, basically, whatever you and Karen got going on, it can't be that bad because she's clearly coming to support. So Vivian makes it clear Karen is coming to support the cause and not Stacey. Okay. So she said, let me clear that up for you. We see Stacey sit down with Karen and basically tell her, try to figure out what is the problem. Karen said that she didn't really, basically, she was like, I don't really care what Mia does, but I consider you a friend. And you didn't show up as a friend for me, is basically what Karen was trying to say. So Vivian is explaining to the other ladies who are curious about what's going on, the issue between the two. And then Stacey tells Karen that, she defended her when Mia called her a drunk and a cheater at Lake Norman. And Karen says she hadn't seen it with her own eyes. And matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, she did. I mean, even though she did, but then she came back. Karen, do you have a problem? So yeah. And like I said, I clocked that when I was like, this is when it's starting. So anyway, as Stacey tries to defend herself, Karen tells her to zip it. Zip it. All right. And so basically she says that, I was just getting to know you. But with your backstabbing personality, that's not gonna work for me. Okay. She said, I brought and no, and this is my favorite part. Okay.
In
So
the
Karen
confessional,
goes to her confessional and brings out a scarecrow. I love it. And
it
says,
looked like it was almost the mask from Jigsaw.
right.
It was close. It was close.
And
With straw hair.
this is how Stacey looked yelling at her. And she said she brought Stacey to the group and she could kick her ass out. And she damn sure kicked that scarecrow across the floor. But that was funny. I'm not even gonna hold you. I said,
Karen, and the scarecrow had a blonde bob.
Yes. When I tell you Karen ate that one, she ate it. But I ain't even gonna hold you. Stacey, girls, what are we doing with these blondes? It's not for everybody.
Well, I mean, especially the wig. The wig was just really bad.
It was really bad. So yeah, y'all. So anyway, Stacey tells Karen that she attacked Mia as a mother, and Karen disagrees with this. And basically, Stacey says in confessional that she doesn't owe Karen any allegiance. And so then Karen starts putting her finger in Stacey's face, and calls her raggedy. Okay. Shout out to my cousin Lauren. That's her favorite word to use. So Stacey asked her not to point and says that, there's nothing raggedy about me. So Karen says she's not talking about that outfit in particular, but just how you look in most things. I said, damn, Karen. Karen basically tells her she's going to take a sip of her drink. And so Stacey's like, well, what are you sipping? And she's like, I'm drinking hard liquor. And I was like, oh. I don't know if
She just did that because she asked her, what are you drinking? Like, what are you sipping?
I know.
Kind of funny.
I know, but I don't know if you want to say that on camera, Karen. So Karen brings up that Stacey has charges for running the same stop sign 3 different times.
She did not eat with this.
She didn't.
She tried. She tried, but she didn't.
She tried.
Karen, really? That's
it. That's what you got.
That's what you got.
She ain't going to jail for running the stop sign. So Karen tells Stacey that she's been demoted and she's no longer considered a friend. And then Giselle shows up and interrupts the conversation. And Stacey compliments on her dress, which apparently she wanted none of the other ladies to wear because she was afraid she might be outdone. So Giselle went back to buy the dress.
Giselle is an asshole for that. That is some asshole shit.
Why didn't Stacey buy it? I don't think it was. I think it's an ass thing to do to think that if you don't purchase or buy or tell Vivian you want this dress, but you just don't want anyone else to have it. Yeah, that is crazy.
I guess it'd be different if she said in the store, like, I don't care. Like, I like this dress, so I'm buying it. But to make the girl think that you ain't buying it, then you come back.
She didn't even wear the dress. That's what I'm saying. If she wanted it, she could have had it. Giselle wouldn't have been able to go back and get it. That's what I'm saying.
But no, I guess she didn't want to wear it. She just knew it would outdo whatever she had in mind.
I'm with Giselle. I'm riding with Giselle on this one. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. It was spiteful, but I'm with Jizzy on this
one. Oh my gosh.
And I very rarely agree with her.
So Kay gets there without Gregg. She said they're in an interesting place right now, and cohabitating has brought out some sides of them that is not the best. Ashley got there and immediately noticed Stacey's hair. Huh? What'd you say?
No, I was about to go on my Kierna rant, but I'm gonna wait to the end.
So Ashley got there and immediately noticed Stacey's hair and said that wig is a no. And I agree. But really she had no room to talk after last week. We seen you in, Buki. Okay, the freeze dry.
Not the freeze dry.
Yes. Giselle wants clarification on where Karen and Stacey stand. And she said, Stacey said she's okay being demoted and started moving her finger back in Karen's face. I said, whoa.
Mm.
All right. So then the ladies are getting ready for the fashion show. Ashley told Giselle that Stacey came over and told her that before she was introduced to the ladies, Karen gave her a list of people she should and should not be friends with, and told her that she should avoid Wendy at all costs. So apparently Stacey did not feel bad at all by running her mouth to Mia because she went and did it to Ashley too. So Giselle said that she even told Wendy that Karen was trashing her, but she didn't want to believe it because it was coming from her.
Which
But in
is
the meantime, huh?
Which is understandable.
No, I completely understand.
I was gonna say, because Trees believe if this was last year and Wendy really tried to
hear nothing you got to say.
Giselle wouldn't have heard nothing.
But she said in the meantime, Wendy was over there kissing Karen's ass. Okay. So then they decided to go straight to Karen and ask her. Karen said, "Does that even sound like me?" I love when Giselle said,
basically.
Because I said, this is the time to stand for business, Giselle. Don't just say that you were saying that she was talking mess and then be like, well, I don't. She said, one thing I can say about Jizzy, okay? She gonna tell it. Giselle in the confessional said that when a new person is coming into the group, Karen does take them out secretly and tries to skew them in a way that's great for Karen. But Karen said that they didn't go out at all after saying it. She slipped up a little bit and said maybe for dinner. And she said, no, not at all. Then Wendy gets there. Okay. So they call Stacey over to get it straight from the horse's mouth. Stacey doubled down on everything she said. Okay. And the fact that this woman the fact that she repeated it verbatim, I absolutely believe her. Okay. Then she said she stands by everything she said because it's the truth.
Right.
And of course, Karen denied it. In the confessional, Wendy said that she basically knows. She said she knows that Karen
knows. Yeah.
Okay. So Wendy went to change and Karen trying to pull her to the side. Wendy kept it moving. Okay. She gave her dust. All right. Then
wasn't it Wendy that said, she was like, I'm gonna be giving you side eye for a moment, basically.
You know what? I heard that, but for some reason, I thought that somebody was saying that to Stacey. I thought they were saying that Karen was going to be giving her side eye for a while.
Oh no! Oh, okay. No, I thought it was Wendy saying it to Karen because every time after that they're all sitting down together, she got something smart to say to Karen, and so that's why I was like, oh, that makes sense.
So then Wendy was being super petty. Okay, she kept on throwing shade. She said, flipping her cape and talking about something, excuse my cape because I'm so self-absorbed. I said, yes, Wendy. Then Stacey said, when we met at your favorite mom and pop restaurant in Potomac,
the tally ho.
I said, Karen, you better fess up, Bookie. You better fess up because she know about tally ho.
Nobody else be at the tally ho but you.
I said, look, I said, listen. So then Karen miraculously, remembered, that you know what? Oh, we did go there. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. And Mia is sitting there completely mentally checked out. Don't give a damn about what Karen said.
I loved it. She
was checking on her Instacart order that was being delivered.
She said, I am not giving this any energy.
Absolutely not. But Wendy, on the other hand, was hurt and told her, boo, I rode for you. I was your rider.
I just took you to the White House.
Yes. All right. I was your true friend. Okay. And she said she don't ever want to feel like the friendship is one-sided. And and when she's not in a room, Karen is basically, she needs to be speaking in her defense. But let me tell you something. I love Wendy because in the confessional, she said, I can only speak for myself. I know I've been a great friend. You know what I mean? And, if you had my life, maybe you'd be self-absorbed too. I said,
right.
Well, we got a successful career, a successful marriage. All right, okay. We going to the White House. So Stacey said, I've held on to, what you said about everyone for months. Giselle said, run it.
Run it.
She said, run it out. She said, I'm here for a good tell all. Spill it. All right. Stacey said, you know what? She has a room full of people here for her and she can't do this mess right now. So the ladies start their strut. And I'm going to say, I really loved the dog that Vivian was holding, the Pomsky, I think. It was named Pommy, but I think it was a Pomsky. And then I love the dresses that Ashley and Wendy had on. They had
I
on
like
some.
Kierna's outfit a lot.
You talking about on the runway?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it.
Well, no, actually, I mean, who did you say?
I said Ashley and Wendy.
Wendy did look good. Wendy did look good.
Now I thought it was hilarious. Wendy was walking out with her dog, and
Oh
Eddie
no,
found
that
out.
was so funny.
Eddie found out over the announcements that they had just adopted it.
A dog.
Okay.
Okay.
He said we need to be two consenting adults. Okay. We got Zoe and she ain't never walked that damn dog. She's like, surprise, surprise.
Right.
So then at the end of the show, these ladies all walk out with the dogs in their beautiful gowns. Big Dummy up there in the DJ booth turns on the smoke. Okay. And then the dogs.
When you say Big Dummy, are you talking about TJ or somebody else?
Absolutely. TJ.
You think it was TJ?
Yes.
That's awful. I don't know if it was him. I think it was someone else that had control over
Well,
it.
it literally scared the shit out of the dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. Okay.
Literally.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It was a show, literally.
It doesn't matter if I blame TJ or not because Giselle does. She said she blames TJ because he served no purpose. He served
no other purpose.
No cunnilingus, okay? Then they think it has something to do with Karen. Karen said, no, boo, I was over here in the trash can throwing up my guts. All right. She said, I didn't even think I was gonna make it. And Stacey said that she didn't sign up for no fog machine, so she don't know what happened. As far as updates, the update on Kierna and Gregg, they tried moving into their new home, and Kay moved out soon after. They said that she still stands by her girl math, and still expects a ring in early 2025.
This month, to be exact. Now, here's my thing.
February?
Yeah, remember the anniversary is in February. Remember, she was like, he knows the day. It's February. So here's my thing. Right. If they would have just left it at, I mean, I would have felt bad for her because you went and you purchased a whole home. If that's the real story, you went and purchased a whole home with someone else. You're not getting along for whatever reason. You decide to leave. That's why I'm saying if the story is true, you decide to leave and go elsewhere. And if they would have left it at that, fine. That's unfortunate. I would have been questioning why she's leaving the house if that's supposed to be both their house. But what was more disappointing was the one extra sentence talking about she's still hoping.
If y'all can't live together.
Right. That's irritated my soul. I'm sorry. I like if you come up here next season with that man and he is treating you like straight, I can't even feel bad because at this point you're allowing it. Like I don't know what to say.
Ashley is still casually dating Josh, but her priorities are healing and thriving as an almost single woman.
Okay.
Giselle is officially an empty nester and loving it. She's rekindled things with Noms and is open to him taking a dip in her love lagoon.
You know what? I think I hear people talk about how the last time, I don't remember his name, but the last time Giselle dated a man publicly on this show, she ended up completely embarrassed. Not talking about Jamal. It was like some other guy that she had.
I know. I think I know who you're talking about. He was not good looking at all.
Right. But a lot of people say ever since she was embarrassed like that, she has never ever like she'll bring little playthings like Jason and whatever, but anybody she's seriously dating, she would
You
probably
remember his name?
well, yeah, I did. He was
Dang,
he was
that
kind of
was
cute,
crazy.
but
Yeah.
yeah, basically they said Giselle, anybody that she would actually be seriously consider dating, she would bring on the show.
Mm.
So I thought it was funny when they said that. So I said, oh, maybe she really do like him, and she waited till they stopped filming.
Mm.
And not to mention, or maybe another thought was maybe you just told him that because what's your storyline next season? If you ain't dating, if you ain't
The mama, the empty nester. Giselle getting her groove back.
how much of that are you gonna want to watch?
Giselle getting her groove back.
Yeah.
I'm not here just for Giselle.
Okay. Okay. I'm just saying.
Um,
I can bet the people don't want it, but go ahead. Go ahead.
um, so Wendy has a new position teaching a class on reality TV at Wesleyan University.
Yeah, I think that's how you say. I wasn't clear on how they pronounce it either.
She's enjoying being self-absorbed in her own life.
Mm-hmm.
Stacey is in the final stage of her divorce. With the burden almost lifted, she's looking forward to a very, not a very stiff, maybe not so stiff.
Yeah, a not so stiff
Oh,
year,
okay,
2020.
2025.
Yeah.
Okay. Mia and Gordon spent New Year's together with their kids. Her,
Notice they didn't give any update about TJ.
I thought he was a paid actor.
No, but Bravo didn't know that then when they were closing. Or maybe they did. But if they added Josh on in Ashley's story, if they added Nam's or whatever in Giselle's, you can't not talk about or do
He's a
recap.
best. He's a best friend.
You're stupid. You can't not do an update and then not say anything about
We don't
TJ.
talk about all friends.
Did you notice that they didn't say anything about Jazzy? I felt like they skipped right over her and went to Stacey. But go ahead.
Is she even back here?
No.
What in,
No.
who's the
Okay.
one sitting behind you?
It's Stacey,
Karen.
Ash,
Maybe that's Karen.
Karen. Yeah, it is Karen.
Oh yeah, if she's not even on here, I don't.
You stupid.
She's a friend of the show.
Well, Jazzy and Darius did get engaged. That was something that Ray talked about. So yeah, they did get engaged.
Okay. So yeah, Mia and Ink broke up a month prior, but they said, as the saying goes, Ink is never gone for good. Singing in the background. Now
He
5
said
months
it's not
later.
good for his brand.
You said what?
It's not good for his brand.
5 months later, Karen went to trial. She was found guilty in her DUI case, and her sentencing is scheduled for February 2025, and she's facing up to 2 years in prison. You are in our prayers, man.
Yes. So we're gonna be looking around for Kierna and Gregg to get engaged, or hopefully, I won't say hopefully not. That's what that baby girl want. And seeing what Karen's sentence is. And hopefully I hope she ain't got to do no time. I hope her going to rehab will be enough for the judge to just say,
Yeah.
I mean, even if they put something in her car where she can't drive without blowing first, I would hope that they would do that before they lock her up. But I don't know. It is her second offense. So yeah, y'all. If you haven't already, we appreciate you being here. Please, please make sure you hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys are subscribed.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the BlueSky, the IG, and the Facebook. Yeah, y'all. And we will catch you next week for what is actually part 1 of the reunion. Okay? So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you. And have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Oh, actually, aren't they going to come on next week?
I don't know. Isn't it Super Bowl?
I was going to say the Super Bowl is going to come on. So I don't know.
Maybe not.
I was going to say maybe not. But
We'll catch you when it come on.
Right. We'll catch you when it come on. Okay? But anyway, love y'all. Be safe. Bye.
Bye-bye.